What's up? It's Tom, and as you can see here, it is officially open to trading season in the MLB offseason. We've reached that stage of the MLB offseason where teams are starting to slip out rumors that they are open to trading players. Now, what the hell does that mean? I don't know. Shouldn't every team be open to trading every player? I mean, I don't know. But these are, legit sources hearing these rumors. So these are like legit rumors. They should be treated as such. MLB.com reports that the Rays are open to trading Snell, and Ken Rosenthal of The Athletic reports that the Reds are open to trading Sonny Gray. So as a couple more options have left the starting pitching free agent market, Charlie Morton signed a 1-year, $15 million deal with the Braves. We are getting these openings, these players hitting the open trade market here. And these are two really good pitchers on a couple of longer-term contracts. Blake Snell has 3 more seasons left on his contract, and pretty reasonable, $11.1 million this coming season, 13.1, and then 16.6 with some incentives in there. And then Sonny Gray, kind of similarly, he's with the Reds right now. He also has potentially 3 years, and those come at 10.1, essentially 10.1, and then a $12 million team option. So his deal is even more attractive because if something crazy happens, you can just decline that option. And of course, they're smaller numbers here, but point made, these are two very attractive starting pitchers to be out there on the open market. Mentioned that Morton signed. This was already kind of a weaker starting pitching class, in my opinion. So it's really Trevor Bauer hanging out there as like the number one dude. And there's not a ton else to really get super excited about. I'm just throwing them in with Kenta Maeda and Jose Barrios, just because we're real familiar with those two guys as Twins fans and taking the 2019 season forward. So the last 2 years here. And as you can see, these 4 players together, K- walk percentage. I think this is a really good kind of snapshot stat. Blake Snell has the highest percentage here. Behind him is Kenta Maeda, and then Gray is above Barrios. As you can see, here are their ERAs. If you're looking for some more traditional stuff, Sonny Gray has the best ERA of that bunch, followed by Maeda, Barrios, and then Blake Snell. We're going to look at called strike plus whiff rate. So all of these swimming strikes. That would be something else. All these swinging strikes plus called strikes. To take a look here to see if, we looked at the strikeout minus walk percentage. Does this tell us any bit of a different story here? And as we can see, Kenta Maeda comes out on top. Again, this is also for the past 2 seasons. Blake Snell just a shade behind him, and Gray's right there, and then Barrios kind of bringing up the rear of this quartet here. So, that kind of gives you an idea that, yeah, these guys are definitely top of the rotation type starting pitchers. Snell had the bit of a higher ERA, but his FIP looks better, and he actually has the best, the best K- walk percentage and the best Sierra out of anybody, Skills Interactive ERA among this group here. How can that be? Well, he did give up a 3.25 BABIP. Without kind of digging much deeper there, that's probably a pretty decent explanation of what's going on. But as you can see, kind of just to get a vibe of the type of pitchers these guys are compared to our Twins top of the rotation starters, they do walk a few more guys than Maeda and Barrios. Definitely those walk per 9 rates and walk percentages are a bit higher. No doubt about that. I actually kind of threw out a Blake Snell trade proposal in a Twins Daily live stream. You should go check that out. I'm going to put a link to that down in the description. So yeah, I definitely think I'm not surprised that he's on the open market of teams being open to trade guys. That Blake Snell is among the guys out there because the Rays are always looking to make these moves, and they're going to be looking to add bats, in my opinion. Always kind of tough to guess, but it's a pretty good guess that the Rays and potentially Reds will be looking to add bats instead of arms. So the Twins do match up well with these two teams. The one thing I do want to point out, want the Twins to win and improve first and foremost, but just from a enjoyability factor, how fun it is to watch these guys. Let's just go back to Baseball Reference here, and I've got strike percentage. Very simple, just strike percentage. That's it. As you can see here, Kenta Maeda was 7th among all qualified starters in 2020 in strike percentage. And there are 101 qualified pitchers here. Sonny Gray is 86. Blake Snell is 76. So these are not strike throwing guys. These are not very efficient pitchers, the way they operate. Some of that's intentional, I'm sure, and that's probably has something to do with those higher strikeout rates, as they're willing to try to get chases. But we can also see old friends Martin Perez and Kyle Gibson down in this range. Not comparing them at all to those two guys, just sort of giving you that idea of what maybe it's kind of like to endure a start of theirs. So, again, both very, very good pitchers. Any team in baseball would love a Blake Snell or a Sonny Gray, but just sort of my final 2 cents there. I guess I'd say I won't be heartbroken if neither of them ended up on the Twins. Anyway, that's just sort of my take. Again, these guys, teams are open to trading them. What do you think? I mean, would you like to see the Twins trade for one of these guys? It's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot to get either of them, and that's based off of both their skills and these contracts that are very reasonable. Again, Blake Snell is a bit younger. He's about to turn 28. Sonny Gray is already 31, so there's a big difference there. How big of a factor that is, I'm not so sure. But which one of these guys would you rather have? Do you think either of them is a realistic target? What do you think about that? Let me know. Again, this has been Tom. Thanks for watching.